Well, hello everyone. This is Katrina Reese with Katrina Reese LLC. And I just wanted to come on and just share something with you that I just pray will bless you. I am a foodie and I love watching cooking shows. So, one of my favorite cooking shows that I've been binging on since we are in this social distance thing, stay at home, work from home, during the COVID 19 virus pandemic that the country and the world is dealing with, and even right here in our city of Charlotte, North Carolina. I just wanted to share something with you that I learned. Um, or kind of really just was dropped in my spirit as I was watching one of my favorite cooking shows, Sugar Rush, and they're doing their Christmas series, which is from last year, of course. So one of the things that I love about this show, they are timed and they have three categories that they are to bake in. They have one, cupcakes, second is confection, third is their cake round. And the quicker they can bake during those three rounds, at the end of the second round, whatever they've saved, the minutes and time, that's banked into making their cake if they make it to the third round. So there are four groups, eight people in total, but each group has two people, and there's four groups. And so there was one group that really was like, I mean, they were phenomenal bakers. They were like, they got their cupcakes made first, and the judges came and tasted their cupcakes. Now, they didn't win that round, but they were able, once they finished, to go on to the second round, which was confections. So, this is where I kind of want to talk to you about at this point in where they were. So, they had this great idea. So, the theme of the second round, which was confections, was Santa Claus, when he comes on Christmas Eve night, you want to leave him cookies and milk. Well, he wanted everyone to put their kind of spin on what they wanted to leave Santa for that night. So this group that I'm talking about, these wonderful bakers, they decided that they wanted to do a pretzel, a peppermint pretzel with this really nice, good dipping sauce for Santa. This is where I want to talk to you about. We hear a lot of people saying, oh, get prepared, get yourself ready while you're home, get in position. And one of the things that I heard Adrian Zimboa say, which he's one of the judges, and he's a phenomenal Australian baker, and he does desserts and different things. He talked about, as he saw the ladies making the pretzel, he said, I see they're putting all the ingredients in, but one thing about when you're baking certain things, you have to let them rise. You have to give them that opportunity to have all the ingredients, with the yeast and the flour and all that, and you have to give it an opportunity to rise. Now, they had enough time banked that they could have taken just a little bit extra time and let the pretzel rise, let the yeast do what it needed to do to make it edible. So they put their pretzel in the oven. They let it bake. They got finished with their round, which was confections. They hit the buzzer, and the judges came around. Now, they were already had enough minutes banked. So when they got into the third round, they would have plenty of time to make whatever cake the judges wanted them to make. One of the things that happened, and I'm pretty sure you probably can guess, when the judges went over to taste their confection, the pretzel with the dip, guess what? When they pulled the pretzel apart, it was doughy. It wasn't baked all the way. And that's what Adrian told them. You had enough time to let it rise, but you didn't. So now, even though it was a great idea, and it would have been a phenomenal pretzel with the peppermint, the real peppermint that they had crunched up and put in there. And I mean, they talked about how they were just excited to taste it. But when they got to the finished product, it wasn't done. So that's what I want to say to you. As you are preparing yourself, whatever God has positioned for you to do in this season, whether it's revamping your business, starting a new job because people are getting laid off, writing that book, starting that podcast, whatever it is, get what you need to make sure that when you are ready to launch, when you're ready to put that out into the world so that people can taste and see what the great thing that God has given you for the world, make sure it's ready. Make sure your content is ready. Make sure that you're developing yourself. And when I mean that, and we talk about getting in position, when somebody is ready to call you to say, hey, I want you to come speak here, or I want you to come teach here, or I want you to come do this, that, whatever, you have to make sure that all the elements are together, all the elements jive, all the elements are in position, and that you have given it time to rise so that when you're ready for that phone call and you've gotten in position and you are ready to launch, when the world tastes what God has given you, it will be phenomenal. It will be good. People will want more and more and more and more and more and more. So during this time, that's what God is probably doing with all of us. He's saying, I want you to continue to, what do they talk about? Hone your craft, or get some more information how to be successful in this area. A lot of us are revamping our businesses and doing things so totally different. We're using social media more because we can't meet people face to face. When I do my premarital sessions with my couples, I do them through Zoom, or we do conference calls, because, and I was doing this way before we couldn't meet face to face, because a lot of my couples are not here in Charlotte. A lot of my weddings that I'm getting that I'm doing this year are out of this, Charlotte area. So again, when I do my counseling sessions with my couples, I have to first of all study, get information that I've already questions I pre-asked them about. What do you want to see happen in your marriage? What issues are you having now that you want before the day of, that you've already started working on to make you have a strong and healthy marriage? So that's what I'm telling you. Start getting the content, start doing the research, start even practicing doing what you need to do. So when you get in front of your audience, or when you get in front of your customer, or even when you're home teaching your children, which a lot of us are doing now because they can't go to school. So that's what it means to get prepared, to get in position. Make sure that everything you need, get it now, because we're all busy. We've been busy with our businesses. We've been busy taking our kids to, a soccer practice or basketball or football. And now, they're home with us. So we got to find new ways, not to entertain them, but to get to know our family better, to get to know our children better, to get to know ourselves better. So again, allow yourself to get in position by allowing your content to be pulled together. So when you present that beautiful thing, when you birth that beautiful thing that God has given you for the world, it's ready. And it will be so sweet, so good. Oh my God, people will be calling you and emailing you and saying, I need you to do this. I love what you presented. This. Just imagine, the world will be yours. Now, it will not come without some struggle, because we can be lazy, but just think of the reward at the end. So again, I just wanted to share that with you. And also subscribe to my channel. Share this with others. And we're doing a new thing as well. Katrina Reese LLC. We're always looking for new ways that God continues to download in me what he wants me to have for you. And so that's what it is today. Get yourself in position. I love you. Subscribe to my channel. And I can't wait to hear from you. God bless you. Have a great day.